Hey guys, it's Sean, aka T7, and I just wanted to share this with you. As there's just been this that's been popping up a lot recently. I think it's something that really does resonate with what we believe with at Sava. You see, some people say that the love for money is the root of all evil, and I think that statement has an element of truth in it. But as I'm all about, it's just about digging deeper and just simply understanding what is actually hiding behind it, really. You see, some people say that this statement is true, and that's not entirely true. You see, money doesn't change who you are as a person. It simply just amplifies the amount of options that you have available to you. For example, if you have money, you're then able to deal with different scenarios in many different ways due to the amount of added options that money can then supply you with. So I think that's something that we first need to understand. And you see, as I said, it really doesn't change who you are at all. Before you can actually take that transition into becoming a leader, you have to be a learner at the start. And then by being able to understand that your mindset works in a set way, your habits, they then add up to just do different things that we do on a regular basis. And by being able to understand how important and the significance of that, we're then able to not only change that for the better, but also just get a deeper understanding as to what makes us tick. I think that is something that is so powerful. And then by doing so, we are then able to influence others to change their lives for the better, like you right now. I think that's something that is just so important. And I think it's something that we need to tap into a whole lot more. You see, a number that's played a huge role in my life personally is the number 7. You see, I've always been obsessed with different things to do with number 7, like CR7 for Cristiano Ronaldo, T7, hence the name. But when I looked into why I love that number so much, I then found out that the number simply meant that the number 7 actually meant things like complete, whole, being one, being able to understand that you are complete and whole. And I think that's something that really does sum me up as a whole. You see, by doing so, I'm then able to be one with who I am and understand that I am enough. But it doesn't mean that I'm full of myself. It doesn't mean that I'm not open to improving. You see, there's a huge difference between being able to be content with yourself and having a fixed mindset as opposed to a growth mindset. I think it's something that we need to open up to, the fact that yes, we may be amazing now, but there's always that more that you can reach for. There's always that more, that one step further that you can take it. And this works both positively and negatively. And once again, this leads back to choice, which is completely up to you. I think it's something that is so very important. And it's something that we just need to spend more time thinking about as a whole. You see, as I said, the reason why I love T7 is because it means complete whole. It's something that I really, really do stand for. And it's just about being able to understand there's always room for improvement. And I think that's something that we just need to simply understand, because being able to understand that yes, you may be amazing now, but there's always that little added thing. And that's where having those mentors, those coaches in place in your lives can play a huge role. You see, by having that new perspective, you're then able to not only have mostly a new angle, just a new way to look at things, but then also you're able to understand how and why people may just think that you're not pushing yourself. You see, one thing for me is that when I was in school and I was doing absolutely amazing, it got to the point where I was coasting. You see, I was doing great nonetheless, but I wasn't pushing myself that one step further. I think it's something that we all need to do to ourselves. You see, as I always say, leaders originate for others to imitate. So that's something that I really do urge that you guys do, and just take that first step today.